Alright, I'm back for the second part of my VHS collection, so let's keep going. We have Runaway Train. This is the only canon movie I have on VHS currently. There's a label. And the print date's underneath this label. It's September 17th, 1986. Those are the MGM video cassette catalog, and then there's the credits inside. We have Mary Poppins. The 1986 VHS. It actually has the 1986 World's Neon Video logo at the beginning. As you see, it's a later printing. I believe this is probably a 1988 reprint, probably. The next tape we have here, we have A Christmas Story, the original big box release of A Christmas Story. Of course, my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Hands down. Label. And it's printed on October 23rd, 1987. This does come with the original end label. It's right there, in case you're wondering. And then there's the credits inside. Get this tape out of here. There we go. We have Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. There's two print dates. May 11th and May 12th, 1992. I heard there's also an ink label copy of this tape as well. If I find it one day, I'll pick it up, but I'm happy with the sticker label copy I have. Sweeter My Heart. Comes with some promo material, but I'm not going to show in this video. Two print dates, July 8th and July 9th, 1992. Next up we have the Muppet movie. The Jim Henson video release from 1993. Whenever Disney owned had the home video rights to many of the Jim Henson Productions catalog. December 14th, 1992. We have The Great Muppet Caper. I think these originally came with watches. Of course, I don't have the watches for these, but I think they did. December 13th, 1992. And speaking of the Muppets, let's have the Muppet Christmas Carol. I need to get a better condition copy of this tape one day. It's good for what it is, though. Of course, all three of these movies I believe, are available on Disney Plus. I'm sure of that. September 21st, 1993. And then another Muppet tape. I got this one not too long ago, actually. Muppet Classic Theater. I watched this one. I thought it was pretty funny. label. Printed on August 26, 1994. And then there's another recent arrival in my collection. Little Rascals Varieties. My only Good Time tape that comes in a clamshell. I do have a couple other Good Times tapes as well, but I actually don't have that many, believe it or not. No print date, and we know what it has at the end. We have Miracle on 34th Street, the John Hughes version from 1994. I think this is a pretty good movie, but I prefer the original with Edmund and Gwen. I thought this was pretty good, though. Print on the 37th week of 1995. And we have The Wizard of Oz. I always found this quote very interesting. The greatest children's movie ever made. Well, this movie was kind of made for everybody, not for kids. But anyway, I think it's kind of aimed towards adults because of how dark the movie is. But anyway, I digress. Classic movie. I think it's probably one of the best movies ever made. But July 18th, 1996. Now we have Toy Story. Full rental from a Blockbuster. I actually not really mentioning the video stores that most of these came from. But September 1st, 1996. No Blockbuster state sticker. I was dumb enough to remove it a long time ago. I wish I kept it on though, but oh well. Now I have on the second main shelf over here. We have A Christmas Story. The end of this has the 1999 Warner Bros. Family Entertainment box. Inside it's actually an MGM copy, as you'll see. Printed on August 5th, 1997. Then we have Superman, the Warner Bros. Family Entertainment print. A tape I was actually kind of looking for a little while. Not like diehard, like legit, like digging around for it, but a tape I kind of wanted to have, and now I have it. Yep, this is a Boring Shield reprint, as you can tell by the label. Printed on October 29th, 1997. And this tape, despite having the Boring Shield label, it still has the Cheese Shield from 1985 at the beginning. So it hasn't changed. We have It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. First of many Peanuts specials I own on VHS. Of course, I'm a big Peanuts fan. So I have much of the Peanuts specials and movies made. A lot of them I have on DVD, but I have some on VHS as well. Printed on the 7th week of 1998. And we have The Chipmunk Adventure. This is the Universal Studios copy from 1998. But I think this may be an early printing, considering there's no Universal logo on the box. But I've seen copies that do have it, so. There's the label. And printed on the 8th week of 1998. We have Mouse Hunt. I might actually agree with that. I think this movie is pretty hilarious. Fair, I think this movie was kind of a waste of THX certification. I don't really think comedies need THX certification, in my opinion. I think it's more like the action movies and maybe horror movies need THX certification more than a comedy. Anyway, April 6, 1998. We have The Spirit of Mickey. Of course, now much of the Mickey shorts ever made are available on Disney Plus. So which is pretty nice because most of them have not made it beyond DVD, so it's a nice uptick in quality over many of the DVD releases. June 3rd, 1998. We have An American Tail. Classic Don Bluth movie. This is probably one of Don Bluth's best movies, in my opinion. Label. Printed on the 31st week in 1998. And inside, there's an ad for An American Tail 3, which would actually not be released until 2000. About 2 years after this tape was released. I'm not sure what took them so long, but oh well. We have An American Tail 5 Goes West. Has the same inside as An American Tail. Printed on the 31st week of 1998, so same week in your code as my copy of American Tail. I hope to get the original 1987 VHS of American Tail at some point. Small Soldiers. Probably one of the only PG-13 films to come. No, probably one of the only PG-13 or R-rated movies to come in a clamshell case. Which I always found kind of strange, but anyway. October 16th, 1998. Have An Old Dog's Christmas Carol. I still need to get the, at least the first All Dogs Go to Heaven on VHS, but I don't have it yet. Or maybe if it's on Blu-ray, I might get it, but wait and see. October 28th, 1998. Then we have 2 copies of A Bug's Life. We'll start with the full screen copy first. This one with Francis on the cover. Of course, there are 5 covers because you had Francis, but you also had Fleck, Dot, Heimlich, and Hopper. No, I'm not sure if Hopper's cover was actually supposed to be released. Because I know in a lot of the commercials, they didn't feature the cover with Hopper on it for some reason. March 12th, 1999. I realize he was the bad guy, but you think if they were advertising all the different covers, you think they would have advertised the one with Hopper on it too. So, I don't know. I think it was officially released, I just don't think it was advertised very much. Then you have A Bug's Life, the widescreen copy. Of course, same content, but the movie's in widescreen, not full screen. April 22nd, 1999. We have Tootsylvania. Of course, this was like the pilot movie that... This actually was a show that aired on Fox back in the 90s. And this, I think, was the pilot movie to the show. I could be wrong, but I think it is. July 25th, 1999. We have Pinocchio, the 60th anniversary edition. I actually had a copy of this when I was a little kid, this very tape. I still have that exact copy, but it does not have the case for it anymore. So I was happy to get a copy in good condition with the original case. I think it was a couple years ago I got this. September 20th, 1999. For the record, my old copy was printed on September 11th, 1999. Have the Iron Giant. I'm not sure if part of my VHS collection I'll show my loose tapes, but I might show them. We'll wait and see. But it hasn't really changed since I originally showed them, so I probably won't. But we'll wait and see. October 6th, 1999. Of course, classic movie. Also, Brad Bird's featured directorial debut as well. And a good one to start with, in my opinion. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I actually have 2 copies of this tape. The other one I'll show here in a few minutes. October 17th, 1999. Strangely enough, that movie also got a Blu-ray release for some reason. We have Tarzan. probably one of Disney's last great hand-drawn movies before they went over to start doing solely CG animated movies. December 31st, 1999. Charlie the Lonesome Cougar. This is an Anchor Bay VHS release, but it is a Disney movie. Not sure if this one's available on Disney Plus or not, but I would think it probably is. But I know most of the really old live action Disney movies are available on there, because there aren't any rights issues with those with other services. We have Stuart Little, but the front cover is missing. I might get a better condition copy of this one day. Label. 11th week of 2000. I'd like to get this and School 2 on Blu-ray, because I heard their Blu-rays look pretty good, but unfortunately I think they're out of print. The Fox and the Hound. So yeah, the next 3 tapes, including this one, are Gold Collection tapes. Label. I believe this tape was recycled from, I think it was the Jungle Book Mowgli stories. Yeah, that's right. April 1st, 2000. I didn't think about it for a second, but... We have Pocahontas. Label. Yeah, this was in the time period where Disney really started doing a lot of these dark sticker labels. Not every single tape, but quite a few were. April 25th, 2000. Then we have my other copy of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Unfortunately, the box is actually in not too bad condition. The tape itself is not. September 29th, 2000. Yeah, the sound quality is horrible on this tape for some reason. It always has been since I got the tape. So. Then we have Curly Tot. There's the label. And this tape was printed on October 5th, 2000. Still has it's the same opening as the original VHS, despite being a much later printing. Then we have Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving, which is compiled together from a whole bunch of Winnie the Pooh shorts. In particular, features a Winnie the Pooh Thanksgiving, and it has a bunch of other, like, bits and pieces of episodes of the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. November 20th, 2000. They did something similar with Winnie the Pooh, A Very Merry Pooh Year, which was made in a similar style to this quote-unquote movie. We have Arthur's Perfect Christmas. I don't have Arthur tape for now, but I'd like to pick up some more, or maybe some episodes on DVD. But I fondly remember the show on PBS back when I was a kid. I have no idea what the hell that was. I'll address it later. Label. And there's no print date or weekend air code. I heard a huge crash sound, so I have no idea what the hell that was. I guess a whole bunch of stuff fell over somewhere. Anyway, Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. Here's the label. This was recycled from the Masterpiece Collection VHS of Lady and the Tramp. January 4th, 2001. We have 102 Dalmatians. I don't have the original in VHS though. The original live action 101 Dalmatians. Of course, I have the animated film multiple times on VHS, but I don't have the original John Hughes version. The John Hughes version. February 8th, 2001 and February 15th, 2001. We have Rugrats in Paris the movie. I actually have the Rugrats movie on VHS, but it's loose. It does not have the case. Label. And this was printed on the 8th week of 2001. Then we have The Little Vampire. I remember this movie following me when I was a kid. It's been forever since I watched it all the way through, but I might check it out at some point. But it may not be anytime soon since we're way past Halloween. But March 5th, 2001 and March 6th, 2001. Yeah, a lot of my tapes are like from the late 90s or early 2000s. I don't have too many from the 80s or early 90s. At least in clamshells, anyway. I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Ron Howard version with Jim Carrey. I've actually yet to watch the Illumination version of the Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. I heard it's okay though. The 30th week of 2001. Mickey's Magical Christmas Center, The House and Mouse. Of course, based on the House and Mouse TV show, which I fondly remember when I was a kid. There's the label. This was recycled from the 1999 VHS of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Printed on October 9th, 2001. Full-length holiday movie. Yeah, it's barely full-length. It's only a hair over an hour. So that's kind of a stretch, but anyway. Santa who? All he wants for Christmas is his memory back. Okay. There's the spine. And the back. And the heartwarming and hilarious tradition of the Santa Claus. That is a pretty bold statement considering that both have very different plot lines. There's the label. October 14th, 2001. Also, these movies are made on drastically different budgets. And this also was a made-for-TV movie compared to Santa Claus, which was released in theaters. Or cinemas. For all my foreign brothers and sisters. We have Kidnapped. Classic Disney movie here. There's the label. There's two print dates, October 9th, 2001 and October 14th, not October, November 9th, 2001 and November 14th, 2001. What the hell am I thinking? We have Rugrats Easter. This was kind of during the later years of Rugrats, which personally I don't think is nearly as good as the first, I'd say probably the first 5 seasons of Rugrats. I kind of thought had the best episodes. And in the last 4 seasons, they weren't nearly as good. And this was printed on the 3rd week of 2002. I know there's another season of the show coming out. Oh, it's a revival, but I have no idea if it's going to be a new season or it's going to be a remake type show like Blue's Clues. For example, we got Blue's Clues and You earlier this year. I've not watched it. I actually remember liking Blue's Clues when I was a kid, and what I've seen so far of Blue's Clues and You, it certainly looks very faithful to the original show. It looks like it's a lot of fun, but I've yet to check it out. It's probably because I'm not really a kid anymore, so I'm not like dying to go watch it, but I might check it out. But we'll wait and see. We have Tom and Jerry The Magic Ring. Huh. 62 minutes. That's barely even a movie. That's more like an extended TV special. There's the label. Printed on February 7th, 2002. Though the box, I think, says 2001. Though this tape could have very well been released at the beginning of 2002. The trailer certainly telling me the tape was released in 2002. But, I don't know. Then we have Heidi. Believe it or not, I've never actually watched this tape. I picked it up because it was a much later printing. This tape, I think, is for 1994. But, there's the label inside. The tape was printed on May 23rd, 2002. This also had to be one of the last Disney tapes to have the Buena Vista Home Video stamp on the side. Because they were pretty much phasing that out by this point. Then we have Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Probably one of Nickelodeon's better movies, in my opinion. I also like the show that they came out sometime after this movie was released. Label. And this was printed on the 30th week of 2002. Then we have Mickey's House of Villains. Another movie based on the House Mouse TV show. At least they're not marking it as a movie at this point, even though it's actually longer than Mickey's Magical Christmas. There's the label. Print on July 25th, 2002. And this was recycled from Belle's Magical World. Then we have Sleepy Come Home, the Paramount Family Favorites copy. I might pick up the Fox Family Features VHS of this at some point. Or maybe one of the CBS Fox releases from the 80s. I also have the 2006 DVD and the, I believe that the Blu-ray release and the 2016 Blu-ray release of Sleepy Come Home. The 33rd week of 2002. Both of those copies in which they are bundled with a boy named Charlie Brown. Scooby-Doo meets Batman. Of course, this comes with the crossover episode from the new Scooby-Doo movies where they meet Batman and Robin. And it includes, I think it comes with a couple other episodes of Scooby-Doo as well. December 14th, 2002 and December 23rd, 2002. Then we have the Best of Schoolhouse Rock. I felt I remember the shorts when I was a kid in school. I sometimes watched some of these. Print dates are January 31st, 2003 and March 4th, 2003. Then we have Rascal. I actually used to have a copy of this tape when I was a kid, but I finally got another copy of it not long ago. When I was at ARC. March 6th, 2003 and March 31st, 2003. We have a Charlie Brown Valentine. Label. Printed on the 49th week of 2003. This was actually a full rental from King Soopers, which is a grocery store chain owned by Kroger. We have Finding Nemo. Here's the label. Printed on November 27, 2003 and December 2nd, 2003. Then we have Cheaper by the Dozen. Believe it or not, I've actually not seen the original Cheaper by the Dozen, but I like this one. I don't think the sequel is that great, though, but... And the print date is March 31st, 2004. Then we have the Three Musketeers. The version with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in it. There's a label. They're not labeled, the back. And here's the label. This tape was recycled from the 2003 VHS The Rescuers. And printed on June 18th, 2004. And then we've got a few more clamshells left. And then I'm going to see if I can whiz through all the cut boxes. Okay. So I have them all over here. We have the Santa Claus, the special edition. There's also a clamshell release of the original VHS of the Santa Claus as well. I've seen a few copies of that. September 12th, 2004. Alright. Now, speaking of Disney, we have more. We have Around the World in 80 Days. The version with Jackie Chan in it. I've actually not seen this version, but I hear it's not very good, though. There's the label. Brought on October 7th, 2004. Because it was a fairly late release Disney title, so I figured I'd pick it up. Then we have I Want a Dog for Christmas, Charlie Brown. The last Peanut special to get a VHS release, and the last new special to get a home video release in general. Because the next Peanut special, He's a Boy, Charlie Brown, didn't get a video release, didn't get any kind of home video release until 2008. As a bonus special with the deluxe edition DVD of You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Put on the 40th week of 2004. Then we have 3 more clamshells, and then I'm going to get through, see if I can whiz through my cut boxes, my American cut boxes, of course. We have Babe. A Little Pig Goes a Long Way. Here's a label. Printed on the 49th week of 2004. I have no idea what this stuff is. It's always been there. Like, I tried cleaning it off, but it's still on there. I don't know, maybe it's a bunch of caked on dust or something else. I kind of don't want to know. And we have Swiss Family Robinson, the Walt Disney Collection VHS release. I also have the same release on DVD as well. I picked that up a few years ago. Printed on January 11th, 2005. Of course, now I can watch it in HD on Disney Plus, so that's pretty cool. I won't get rid of any of my Disney DVDs or VHS tapes or Blu-rays or anything, or 4Ks, but the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. There's the back of the case. There's the label. And then it's printed on the 4th week of 2005. This had to be one of the last movies in the U.S. to get a clamshell, at least on VHS, that got a clamshell case. Okay, now we have a couple of mini clamshells of cut boxes. First, I'm starting with the 3 mini clamshells and the 4 cut boxes. So, just grab these out to make them easy to get. Miracle on 34th Street, the original 1947 version. There's the label. And this was printed on the 42nd week of 1997. Then we have The Sting. Classic movie here. Comes with a little CD as well that has a couple of tracks from the movie. There's the label. And print on the 3rd week of 1999. Then we have The Warner Boy. I also have this movie on Blu-ray as well. I picked it up for only a couple of dollars at Walmart a couple years ago. February 8th, 1999. Now I'll get to the 4 cut boxes and then this part. First off, I've got my 2 Columbo tapes from Columbia House. It's the label. Print on the 52nd week of 2000. No, I think this tape is from 1996, yeah. Then we have Suitable for Framing. This tape's from 1997. Printed on the 26th week of 2001. Here, 2 more. Actually, one of these is out of order. Oh well. We have rollover. As you can tell, it's cut from the original Big W case. The original Big W case. There's the label. There's the end label. I'm sure there's a printout underneath the sticker label, but underneath the end label, but I've never dared to peel it off. Then we have the last one here, Miracle. There's the label. Printed on May 5th, 2004. Alright, that's it for part 2. In part 3, I'm going to go through all of my my slip cases. And then part 4, I'm going to go through my Walt Disney Classics and Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. And then in part 5, I plan on showing all my foreign language and foreign VHS tapes. Alright.